Okay, this is a quick little intro. Summer has hit, so I'm going to be sitting at my desk. Multiple sclerosis is decreasing my mobility while the temperature is high. It's a problem I can't deal with. So I'm going to recut some old videos, and this is one of them. Hope you enjoy. We'll see you when the weather cools off, and I'll do some more new content. Can I survive with just what I keep under the seat of this thing? Find out in this episode. It's a long one, so bear with me, but there's going to be chapters. Let's get on with the show. This is an 8-wheel drive Argo. It's under a tarp, but it's an amphibious skid steer vehicle with a 23 horse V-twin Briggs & Stratton engine in it. Now, where I'd like to go camping is on an island, and it's a private island that I have permission to go to. Now, we're underneath the Argo, underneath the tarp. Having a look under here, there is a bunch of stuff, including some rations and a mess kit, some repellent, some bog roll, torches, a bunch of survival gear. I basically figure if I get stuck in this thing, chances are that somebody's going to find me in a timely fashion are limited, which is why I carry a satellite communicator, namely a Spot Gen 3. But I thought, actually, a while ago I had to spend 5 hours babysitting something, waiting for somebody to pick it up. I did dip into my survival gear a little bit, including the 2 litres of water I keep in here, so I decided it might be worthwhile testing if I can actually live off what's under here. Alright, so D-Day is upon us. I guess I'm just waiting down the window here, waiting for the wife's Jeep to pull out, and then we're off. And we have some rain approaching, I can smell it, so this will be interesting. I'm probably going to get wet today, maybe tomorrow. See how we go. Let's pull out of here. Camera angles are difficult in this situation. Alright, we're off. Got the turbo spinning here. Alright. See us there.
2 hours later.
Alright, well, we're at our starting location. I'm not going to show you too much of that because the landowner doesn't want much of this area shown. But we're going to get our tarp off and get stuff ready and get some spider webs out of the winch as well. Alright, time to get ourselves going. Turn everything on. Do a system check in a minute. Let's go choke out. Let it run on choke for a minute and then we'll pull off. I ran over my magnetic number plate holder, but it popped back up again. Alright. Drifting with the current at the moment, but this looks like a good spot to set up camp. I think when I make my landing I'll be coming back around there. Wow, that is some soft mud. Push our nose away, thank you. Alright, we're on the island. Now, there are a lot of hidden trees in this grass, so I'm inclined to use the tracks he's already cut. This bit's definitely been underwater recently. Glad I filled up with fuel, because it took actually quite a bit more effort to get up here than I'd expected. Last time I just pretty much had a really nice landing up that other end. Now, if there's a bull on this island, I ain't seen him yet. But there's a fair bit of room out here. Interesting biome out here. Oh, there's a wallaby. He's bouncing out over there somewhere. Lots of dragonflies, which is good, means the mozzies will be at a minimum. Alright, I'm going to cruise around for a bit and then we'll find a good camp spot. I'm just reversing up to turn around and I see a fresh cow pat that I've run over. So, and there's another one there. So there is cattle activity here. Nice little branch here. Let's cruise over that. Oh, that's the rough way to do it. I should have just kept a bit of throttle on. Alright. Yeah, I can see some wind in the trees. This is good. Mozzies do like to hang around in the stagnant air under trees, but a bit of air is good. I also want a couple of trees that I can anchor my tarp off. Yeah, you're going to be pretty right. It's like a crossbreed of a Highlander or something. Hey, you alright there, buddy? How you going? How friendly are you? You're eating some weeds. Now that I've stopped, I can hear fruit bat or flying fox. Alright, so I just got a message that we're predicting thunderstorms tonight. It's not what I checked on the radar when I saw it before, but I know there's a little bit of rain on the go. So, what do you reckon, buddy? What are we going to call you, George? What do you reckon, George? You reckon we're going to get thunderstorms tonight? Some rain, so the first thing I want to do is make sure the essentials are dry. George is obviously aware something's about to change too. He's bugging off. Here comes our rain. So do this. I've probably done that wrong, I have, but it should still function at least. Alright. Alright, so we're settled. We're not as far off the ground as I would normally put it, but I want some airflow, so I'm a bit lower than the tarp. But I need a break. Alright, this is kind of what we wanted. The wind's done a little bit of an about face, or it's circling a bit, but just a little bit of smoke in the air should help slow the mozzies down. Alright, well the tarp has many uses. Ground sheet is one of them. Now I'm officially going to open my rat pack. I think that'll do. That'll get me through a few hours till dinner. And I'm going to do my cup of tea. Alright. Super careful with our water, we don't want to spill it. We only want half a kidney cup, because that's about enough for a cup of tea. That'll be plenty. Alright. Now, see if we can save a match by getting our hexi tab burning this way. We are burning. Our hexi tab there. Kidney cup on top. Right, so I've got Vegemite instead of jam in this one, but that's alright, we can live with that. There we go, we've got that and a single sugar. I'll save the other sugar for the coffee, and the condensed milk is sweetened. Oh, and we've got a nice dark chocky bar as well. Now, one of the things I'm going to do while I wait is just check inside my socks and around my pant legs and stuff for ticks and any other sort of cuts and scratches I haven't noticed. So far survival from under the seat is going pretty well. I haven't had to dip into my survival kit yet for anything, which is nice, nor the bog roll. Now for dinner I had a thought about using the FRH. The fun with FRHs is you can't use the water once you've boiled it in them. Whereas if I was to use hexi tabs and put it in my kidney cup, I can boil the meal pouch in there and I can still make a coffee out of the remaining water. And I discovered something. Where is it? I was poking around in here. Some time ago in the past I threw some extra sugar, tea bags and some plastic cutlery in a bad bag. I'd completely forgotten about this, so I've got extra cups of tea. Makes me happy. Alright, so I'm looking at the weather and it feels like there's rain, like it's just about to rain. And it's been like that pretty much since I got here. And it's nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. So I looked at the rain radar and the rain band is just skirting around us. We're at the end of a valley and there's a big lake, a semi-coastal lake nearby. And the rain barrels down this valley and it gets to all this upwelling of air off the lake and it scoots around us, it divides around like the parting of the seas. So when I've looked at the rain radar and we're on the fringes of the rain, and we have been all day, which is nice, it's cool enough for me and it helps me cope with the MS a little bit better. We're not getting any rain, and actually to be honest I wouldn't mind a little bit of rain, it'd cool me off very nicely, and I can practice some methods to capture clean water. Because in a situation like this, it'd be really nice to be able to drink some of that water. I know I've got my additional water there, but I'm trying to live off my 2 litres plus the 600 ml. So anyway, I think it's dinner time. Wedged itself in here pretty tightly. There we go. So we're going to pretty much sit that like this. We will be off the tarp, and we'll put a couple of hexi tabs. I normally break them up into 4 for more intense heat. Now it's at this point I realise I used to have a pair of gloves under the seat and I don't anymore. So we're going to have to just deal with it as best we can. Right, we're over and seated in the Argo. Now you can tear off with these tabs. It feels nice and hot, but I find when it's hot they never tear properly. You also have this second point. As you eat down you can tear it off at a second position and get easier access, which certainly helps with this short spoon. It's about 7 o'clock now, or a bit later than that. I was hoping to hold out till about 8 o'clock before I ate anything else, but I'm just going with what my body's doing. So we're going to open our Hexi stove up again. Now what I've discovered, I've got one more Hexi tab left in this box, and these were designed pretty much to be, you know, one rat pack's worth. So by the time I use this, if I boil enough hot water for my mash spud, which is about 1 cup, that will mean that one box of these is good for the hot components of a single rat pack, which is about right. But I've got 4 boxes of them here, because, you know, in these situations you never know what you might need them for. So this is a 600ml bottle, so I know actually out of these 1 cup is actually just below that little ring there. That's why I bring one of these brand, because I know that's 1 cup. Alright, our water is not far off boiling. We're going to open this and get it ready, and I am prepared with the other pan here to put out the grass fire if it needs to. I need to pick this up. Hopefully I don't drop it all over myself. Now we do this. We stir immediately and vigorously, otherwise you get dry stuff in the back. And I'm thinking I'm going to use this, and I'm going to make another cuppa. I think it's about time for that. Okay, so one thing I'm doing when I sit down here to eat is I'm topping up my phone charge wise while I'm sitting here. And that gives me, it'll get me through the night better. Although that phone will do about 2 days. That's an S21 Ultra 5G. Alright, so before the rain gets here, I thought I'd have a bit of a walk around, and I'm going to take the DJI gimbal camera here and see what we can do. No, he's hanging around down the back. I'll go the other way down the track. Now, fun fact about the way MS manifests for me, because the first attack that I ever had, which as we now know it was an attack of MS, affected the C6 vertebrae, which is in the base of my neck. And so that means that if I walk too far, it does tend to affect pretty much everything from the neck down. So these days if I walk with any great intensity for more than about 100 meters, I start to progressively lose the control of my limbs, predominantly my legs and my right hand. Now, I forgot we have technology on our side. I can get out here with the zoom lens and find out what that movement in the water is. It was somewhere around about here. I'll wait until it moves again, then I'll have another go. Well, there's some movement there. Oh, and I'm standing in stinging nettle again. There's our movement. I wonder if it's not a platypus. Now, here's a bushcrafty tip for you. This could be a good source of food. This is a yabby hole. They're a small crayfish, if you're not familiar with the phrase. There is also a leech on the edge of that hole. So it tells me there's leeches around here. I will be checking myself shortly for that. Yeah, it looks like the ducks are going to spend the night on the water. They're not going home tonight. Alright, so this camera is much better at low light. We're going to go for a little bit of a walk and check out these heron chicks, which I'm pretty sure have been squawking like literally non-stop all day. Where is he? He's up here somewhere. That's right there. There's our herons on the nest with our chicks. There you go. They definitely know I'm down here, but that's where those chicks are. I wonder if I can get a better look at that. Anyway, we'll leave them be because they're coming into roost and we don't want to upheave that. We have some spiders up here too. I don't know if I can track that object for focus. No, a bit too close for it. But yeah, there's some interesting spiders all stringing webs everywhere. I've already driven up here and got rid of most of them, so yeah. Alright, so you probably can't see anything. It's quite dark and I have the GoPro hanging off the tree. But I'm going to open this glow stick here. This is a white glow stick, good for 8 hours, although they've been in there a long time, so I don't know how good this is going to be, but see how we go. Well, it's bright enough. It's going to give me a little bit to see with. I'm going to lay down. It's, what time is it? Pull the phone out of my pocket here. It is about 8:52, nearly 9 o'clock. Now, I don't suppose you can see much here, but I'm taking my boots off. And because there are so many bugs and critters around here, they are zip side boots. I'm going to zip them up with my socks rolled up in the top, and I'm going to put them on top of that box. Alright, got up to pee and have a look at stuff. I thought I'd just have a look at some of the nightlife around here. Something I haven't seen in a long time. Here's a tiger slug. Let's have a good look at this guy. Very pretty markings on him. You don't really want to get too well acquainted with them, but very, very pretty. And I'm making use of the Argo headlights off the trolling battery over here. They're working pretty damn well, actually. So that's given me some campsite lighting. Now I had a couple of the, I had the cereal bar and the muesli bar with chia seeds out of the rat pack a little bit ago, and I finished off the electrolyte. I'm probably going to finish off that water in a bit, but it's definitely cooled off a lot. It's quite nice. Alright, so it's morning, and this is where I notice how much my eyes have adjusted and how poor low light mode is in most of my cameras. Time to put the belt back on, all the holsters and stuff, and straight away the mozzies have found me. Right, there's light enough that you can actually see my face now. I'm running out of room on this card too, so filming might be limited on the return trip. But you can probably tell from the camera, I don't know, I'm a little bit shaky. These muscles have copped a bit of a hiding being tucked up in that hammock all night. I have my concerns about going back in the water this morning. I'm a little bit run down because I didn't sleep well, and I'm concerned I could make a mistake. But, you know, I always stress about these things, and I'm perfectly fine. But I guess I'm just going to take my time and warm up. Alright, so we are still connected to the trolling battery here. We're going to see how we go starting from that. Oh, I'm still in gear. Try now. That starts a whole lot better on the trolling battery. Alright, well, can't find George. He's probably hiding down the back end of the island that I'm not going to bother going to this morning. Anyway, the water's dropped a little bit. The entry is slightly steep, or a little steeper than I would expect. So I'm going to do a reverse entry. See how we go. back at the vehicle. Now I took the bung plugs out before I loaded it, and there's a bit of water come out, and you'll notice how it's all wet and up and over the top here and all the way into the back. Well, when I did the reverse entry, the water was up to about here. That battery in the back definitely does change things for reverse entry. I'm happier about that than having done the forward entry though. What it does mean is I need to strap this guy down, and then I'm going to stand on the back and see how much water drains out. Not much by the looks. I'm pretty happy about that. Now, editing this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Largely because I've had 5 cameras on the go this trip. For various different applications. So, no idea how this is going to come out or how much of this stuff I'm going to cut in. I'm guessing I'm going to be about an hour episode by the time I'm done with all this. But you guys don't seem to mind that. And I've got dirty lenses. There we go. Alright. Well, I'm going to enjoy some breakfast. And then I'm going to get on with my daily duties. And then I'm going to sleep well tonight.